right?
Yeah.
Just trust your spouse.
I mean, just hand over your phone.
No.
Welcome back, YouTube fam. We are back with another week of Married at First Sight, season 11. This was episode 13 called Home Alone. Again, my name is Blythe.
My name is Brandon, and if you haven't done so already, okay? If you've been watching this, we do our recaps, we do our reactions of Married at First Sight. We do other videos as well, all right? No matter what it is that you come to the B&B channel for, smash that subscribe button, okay? And hit the bell so that you get post notifications so you know whenever we're dropping the new content, all right? We are like 100 subscribers away from 1K. We're closing in on it, okay? So once we get to 1K, we're gonna have the 1K giveaway, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna be coming out with the details of that. But until then, hit that subscribe button. Help us out, guys. Help us grow, all right? Smash that like button. That lets YouTube know that you're enjoying our content. Lets them know that they need to push it out to more people. More people means we can have more discussion. Speaking of discussion, hop in the comments. All right, comment down below. Let us know what you think about these couples. Let us know what you think about what's going on. It was crazy this week.
Yes.
All right, we got a lot to get into. Let us know how you feel because I'm feeling some type of way right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. All right. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
Let's go. All right, Amelia and Bennett. Woo, them two. So quarantine was good for them. They said they would fall more in love, hanging out, having a good time, right? It was like, wow, okay.
This is why they've been at the top of my power rankings
Yeah.
for most of the time because their personalities, more than anybody else to me,
That's true.
mesh together. Their strengths and weaknesses, more than anyone else, mesh
Right.
together. And so even in a quarantine, when they're forced to be around each other,
Yeah.
they have similar interests. They have similar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like intellectual conversations. He brought up, he gave her a graphic novel that she wasn't really into before, but found out that she was into graphic novels
Yeah.
because they are kind of like on the same,
Kinda
like, you know what I
in sync
mean?
like that, huh?
Right. So it didn't hurt their relationship.
I know it was. I mean, it's kind of like, wow. I guess I felt like if you couldn't get sick of each other in this quarantine situation, I felt like y'all are good.
Yeah.
I felt like they are good. So it just showed them like getting along, doing different activities, hanging out. They were good. They were good. Then let's see. They found out where she's going. She found
she's
out.
going. So she's going to Richmond, Virginia.
To Virginia. Yep.
And
Yeah. So then they had their talks. Amelia had her talk with Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Pepper, she's like, basically they're good, they're great. She did warn Amelia though about, she said she's real agreeable. She did warn her about that, about not really communicating what she wants or what she needs.
Yeah.
She did warn her, not to continue like that. They're good, but don't continue just doing that. And then Bennett met with Pastor Kyle, right?
Yeah.
And he talked about again, they're pretty good. He pushed on that. Are you moving? Are you moving? Are you going with her? Are you moving? And he never answered Pastor Kyle, did he?
No, he didn't give a straight answer. He kind of continued to kind of kick the can down the road.
Like we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So then him and Amelia, they came together, they talked, he's like, how was your talk? She's like, how was your talk? And what did they Amelia talked about her talk about, just how they need to make sure they communicate and talk about things going forward. I mean, basically everybody's saying they're doing good. Then
they have a slight disagreement of, I guess, children,
yeah. And
I think she kind of wants to have kids within the next year or two.
Yeah.
He kind of wants to push it down the road, if at all.
Right. And so they brought it up to both experts.
Yeah.
They brought it up. And so Amelia, she said that, she basically said she's willing to compromise though, because she understands where he's coming from.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So.
And then Bennett.
Those are pretty much the two main issues: the babies, and then her residency. And I can understand why that's obviously
he told her his conclusion, right, Bennett?
Right. So understand why that, is kind of like a challenging thing for him. Obviously, he grew up in New Orleans. He's got some roots here. He's got his, his theater, I guess, situation going on. Although with the COVID, who knows what that's going to look like going forward. But finding out that they're going to Richmond, I understand that's, kind of a challenge for him because Richmond isn't, well, it's not necessarily, he's into the theater, he's into the arts, and New Orleans, I'm sure, has a large scene for that. Richmond, not the most, culturally rich area. So.
Well, he told her, he said give her decision, and he said he's going to split his time between New Orleans and Virginia. That's what he said.
Yeah, which I'm not sure exactly what that means, or if there's a percentage of time that he's going to spend in Richmond versus time in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of one of those things, like, in order for him to feel more comfortable, kind of giving himself that, still kind of that connection, like, okay, I'm splitting time. And that probably will make it easier for him to actually go out there.
Okay.
And then once he gets out there, and I think that's what happens a lot of times, once he gets out there and he's with Amelia and he meets new people and stuff like that, he'll kind of...
It'll come together.
You know what I mean? Okay. It'll be fine. But, initially, to kind of break ties with the people that are still in New Orleans that are like, oh, you're going to Richmond? What?
Right.
To kind of not have that, finality that,
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So it's like...
I mean, she was good with it. Like, she accepted it. Yeah. She was like, yay, we're going to have a great time. I was kind of like, split your time. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of like, you need to... You know me, I'm like direct, like, what you gonna do? You gonna be here or there, you know what I'm saying? But I see what you're saying. Okay.
I mean, I think that's fair, though, because you would be operating under a normal relationship where we have spent a lot of time together already, Okay,
I see what you're saying. That's true.
Like,
that is true.
She just met him like 2 months ago. So for her to ask him to, in 2 months, pick up everything you've ever done in your life and follow her, that's a big ask. So for him to say that, he is going to split time, she has to kind of, all right, I'll take it, because that's a lot.
They're doing great. They're doing the number one thing that you got to do in a relationship every day. What's that? Compromise.
Yeah.
Compromise.
It's very true.
They're showing it. They're doing it. They're moving positive. What can you say?
Two major issues. She's compromising on the kids. He's compromising on the location. So that's what marriage is, guys. That's what marriage is.
That's true. Pastor Kyle said that, remember?
He said that, what was it, talking to Brett.
Yep.
And Brett was just like, it seems like a lot more, compromise and challenge than either one of us anticipated. He was like, that's welcome to marriage, bro. Every day. That's what it is. It's constant compromise, sacrifice, compromise, sacrifice. But those are the things that make us better, make us stronger, make us just better individuals. If all you do is, what's in your best interest all day, every day for the rest of your life, you're going to live an empty and unfulfilling life. So
there you go.
That's what it is.
There's compromise in every relationship, but definitely in a marriage, a relationship with the spouse, when two become one, you're going to compromise.
For sure.
And on a daily basis, right? I mean, everything you're thinking, what are we eating? Are we going to do this? Are we going to buy this? Are we deciding this for our children? It's a constant compromise, right?
And it's not a bad thing. I think it has a negative connotation, but it's not a bad thing.
That's true. You can still be happy. Each person's needs can still be fulfilled, right?
Right. If both sides are compromising, it's definitely not a bad thing.
That's right. All right. Well, that's it for Amelia and Bennett. Amani and Woody.
It looked like we was finally going to really have some trouble in paradise. They set us up.
Yeah, they did, kind of, didn't they?
Set us up a little bit.
They were getting along, the usual, Woody and Amani. I don't have to do all that. Y'all know how they do. I don't have to go through all that. But then they had their first little argument about, I think it was joking at first. But she's like, let me see your phone.
That's what happens. All right? See, that's what happens. It's the same thing that happens in every relationship
right?
across America. y'all get to playing. Oh, let me see your phone. Oh, what you doing? And it starts out as a joke. And then when we don't just, actively volunteer our phones, now it gets serious.
That's true.
Wait, what you trying to hide? I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm actually just trying to look at something like I'm scrolling through Facebook. Oh, well, I want to see your phone right now. Where your phone at? And then it just gets escalated and escalated.
75% of relationships that happens, right? Would you say?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
100%. And it's completely avoidable. All right?
Yeah.
Just trust your spouse.
I mean, just hand over your phone.
No. If you can't trust me, then why are we together?
Hand over your phone. But anyways, what happened? They came back and talked later. They calmed down. They explained where they're coming from. They were good. They came to a conclusion, didn't they? It really wasn't nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he said, for him it was just an issue of like privacy. It really wasn't that serious. Yeah. And like I said, that's normally what it is. It's not really like, it's really not true. That actual like, you know what I mean? It's the principle of the matter.
Yeah, because you were individual.
It's principles. It's principalities involved.
Checking me like that,
right. So, and yeah, look, I'm gonna be keeping a buck as a guy. Especially like him being that close, like I ain't got nothing, but I've been in the game 10 years, but he just got married. So his social media DMs, he probably do got some old stuff that's not that far away ago.
You thought it could be suspect?
That's what he said. He was like, shoot, I don't even know, man, I don't know what I got in there. Like he probably do got some stuff that you don't want her to see. And it was probably before, he got married, but you still don't want nobody to see you getting in old girl's DMs from, the club that you met last night that you had all the wrong intentions.
But I feel you. I see what you're saying. I feel you on that. I think Amani cool enough though, like she know what we did, just meet and get married. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like he ain't been suspect leaving, and like they pretty much been together, right? So
right.
I don't know. They really didn't show their work situation. It was kind of interesting. I didn't see no working from home. No, I don't know. It was.
They haven't seen a whole lot of work from them.
No, they just been like this, on the honeymoon still.
Right, like they just had an extended
Yeah,
honeymoon.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. I mean, yeah, but anyway, they didn't really show that for them. But you're right. They kind of got us all hyped like it was about to go down. It was nothing. They turned out fine, no big deal.
Yeah.
She talked to Dr. Pepper as well, Amani, and they just talked about how they're coming along again. They're good. They expressed, they told each other they love each other, and they're just moving forward. I don't remember it being no issue to talk about, was it? Just, I don't know, communicate, really. Woody with Pastor Kyle, he told him what happened with the DMs and all that. And, again, they're still good. It's just just communicating, right? Communication, they're a big thing.
Yeah.
Which is true or real. You gotta communicate.
That's it. But
he said, yeah, y'all just keep communicating, I guess, so things don't fizz out or you don't want to ignore things that you're not addressing or talking about, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
That's too much. That was really
it.
They took what they could get, and they got the most that they could possibly get out of it, production wise.
Right.
But there's really not that much.
Arguments
happen within a marriage.
Exactly. They sat down and talked about communicating and just just trying to do right in their relationship. Now, Woody and Aaron, remember he said, I just hope I could still be that guy or something? What was he alluding to? Was he talking about keeping himself together in his marriage? What he meant? Because she was like, you're enough. You're good. You know what I mean? He was like, I just want to still be that guy. Like, what do you mean, just stay up being a good guy or something?
Well, yeah. he had a situation with his father where, his father ended up going to prison, not being there for them. So he probably puts a lot of pressure on himself to not turn into his father. Like, And when that's the example that you had and that's the only thing that you saw, and you didn't really have that positive example to go off of, it's a lot harder. You know what I mean? So
that's true. So probably just confidence in being a good husband, I guess. Right. Okay.
Can I keep it up? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for now. That's it for Woody and Amani. And so that's gonna be it for this video.
If you haven't done so already, okay? Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you get post notifications so you know whenever we drop new content.
That's right.
All right, smash that like button. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying the content. All right, and hop in the comments. Let us know what you think about these couples. There was a lot going on this week, guys.
Yes.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's chop it up. Let's discuss it. Hop in the comments so that we can talk about it, guys.
All right.
Other than that, we'll see y'all next week.